Hello everyone. Myself Dr. Sonia Kalra. I appointed as an assistant professor in University School of Business, Chandigarh University. So today I'll share with you some topics and the topic names of Introduction to SPSS and Data Types. I'll explain these topics with you with the help of an PPT, and now I'm sharing the screen with you so that you will learn about these things. So let's start the topic, Introduction to SPSS. What is SPSS? SPSS stands for Statistical Package for the Social Sciences. It is an IBM tool. This tool first launched in 1968. This is one software package. This package is mainly used for statistical analysis of the data. SPSS is mainly used in the following areas like healthcare, marketing, educational research, market researchers, survey companies, and many others. It provides data analysis for descriptive statistics, numeric outcome predictions, and identifying groups. This software also gives data transformation, graphing, and direct marketing features to manage data smoothly. Now, the next is why we are using SPSS. They came under IBM SPSS statistics, and most of the users refer to it as SPSS only. It is straightforward and its English-like command language helps the user to go through the flow. Now we're discussing features of SPSS. SPSS is easy for you to learn, use, and apply. It helps integrate data management system and editing tools handy. SPSS offers you in-depth statistical capabilities for analyzing the exact outcome. SPSS helps us to design, plotting, reporting, and presentation features for more clarity. Many statistical methods can be used in SPSS and which are as follows. Prediction for a variety of data for identifying groups and including methodologies such as cluster analysis, factor analysis, etc. Descriptive statistics, including the methodologies of SPSS, are frequencies, cross-tabulation, and descriptive ratio statistics, which are very useful. Also, bivariate statistics, including methodologies like ANOVA, that is analysis of variance, means, correlation, and non-parametric test, etc. Now we starts with the basic of managing data files. How can we use the SPSS? So this is the first way. Go to the start, click on the all programs. Then there is a one software that is an SPSS 16.0 because we are using this one. So you have to click on the SPSS 16.0. When you're clicking on the SPSS 16.0, you will get this sheet. The default window will have the data editor. There are two sheets in the window, that is data view and variable view. The data view window. This sheet is visible when you first open the data editor, and this sheet contains the data. Now you have to click on the tab labeled variable view. When you click on the table lab variable view, you will get this sheet. This sheet contains information about the dataset that is stored with the dataset. Here you are getting some columns. So in this one, the first column is name. The first character of the variable name must be alphabetic. Variable's name must be unique and have to be less than 64 characters. And in the name column, spaces are not allowed. The next column in this window is type. So click on the type box. When you click on the type box, there is a one dialog box open. So the two basic types of the variables that you will use are numeric and string. This column enables you to specify the types of variable. The third column on the variable view window is a width. Width allows you to determine the number of characters SPSS will allow to be entered for the variable. The next column in a variable view window is a decimal. Number of decimals, and it has to be less than or equal to 16. The next column in a variable view window is a label. You can specify the details of the variable. You can write characters with spaces up to 256 characters. The next and most important column in a variable view window is a values. This is used and to suggest which number represent which categories when the variable represent a category. Now we are defining the value labels in a value. So click the cell in the values column as shown below. For the value and the label, you can put up to 60 characters. After defining the values and then click on OK. The next and the last column is measure. This helps to measure the data being entered in the tools like ordinal, scale, and nominal. After that, we have to save our data, and now this is the way to saving the data. To save the data file, you create it, simply click File and click Save As. You can save the file in different forms by clicking Save As type. And .sav is the extension of SPSS to save the file. The next topic that we have to discuss is the data and information. So the terms data and information are used interchangeably. However, the terms have distinct meanings. What is data? Facts, events, transactions which have been recorded. What is information? Data that have been produced in such a way as to be useful to the recipient. Next, input raw materials from which information is processed, we can consider in the data. And basic data are processed in some way to form information, we are considered in information. What is data? Because we are discussing here data type. So before discussing the data type, we have a knowledge about the data. So data are observations or evidences about this social world. Data, the plural of datum, can be quantitative or qualitative in nature. Data is produced, not given. That is, researchers choose what to call data. It is not just there to be found. Nature of data. The research studies in behavioral sciences are mainly concerned with the characteristics or traits. The tools are administered to quantify these characteristics, but all traits or characteristics cannot be quantified. The data can be classified into two broad categories, that is qualitative data or attributes, or quantitative data or variables. So now we are discussing what about the qualitative data and quantitative data. Qualitative data. Qualitative data is information that can't be expressed as a number. And quantitative data is a data that can be expressed as a number or can be quantified. Qualitative data can be counted and quantitative data can be counted. Qualitative data cannot be counted and quantitative data can be counted. Words, objects, pictures, observations, and symbols are the data type of qualitative data. Number and statistics are the data type of the quantitative data. Now we are starting the measurement scale. The choice of appropriate statistical technique depends upon the type of data in question. In qualitative data, we are considering two types of this scale, that is nominal and ordinal. In quantitative data, we are considering two types of this scale, that is interval and ratio. These are the examples of nominal and ratio scale. What is nominal data? The least precise or crude of the four basic scales of the measurement. Implies the classification of an item into two or more categories without any extent or magnitude. There is no particular order assigned to them. The frequency or numbers are used to give a name to something that may be used for determining percent mode. For example, boys and girls, pass and fail, rural and urban. Next is ordinal scale. The ordinal scale is more precise scale than the nominal scale. The variables has been categorized or labeled with meaningful natural order, but there is no information about the interval. For example, pain, none, mild, moderate, or severe. Next is an interval scale. The interval scale is more precise and refined scale than nominal and ordinal scales. This scale has all the characteristics and relationship of the ordinal scale, besides which distances between any two numbers on the scale are known. The size of interval between two observations can be measured. For example, the temperature of a body. Next, and the last one is a ratio scale. It has the same properties as an interval scale as well as a true or absolute zero value. The ratio scale numerals have the qualities of a real numbers and can be added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided. For example, mean systolic BP. Now, I'm discussing with you the two questions. Let's discuss the first question. If the grading of a diabetes is classified as mild, moderate, and the severe, the scale of the measurement used is interval, nominal, ordinal, and ratio. And for my side, I mean the answer is ordinal, because we are arranging the grading of a diabetes in an order that is mild, moderate, and severe. The next is indicate which level of measurement is being used in the given scenario. The teacher of a class of a third graders record the eye color of each student. So it's a nominal data, ordinal, interval, and ratio. So for my side, the answer is a nominal, because we are not arranging in an order, but we are giving the values to the eye color. So the answer is nominal. So this is all from my side. So today we discussed the introduction to SPSS and the data types, and at the end we discussed the two questions. So I hope you like this video. So thank you so much.